Hey folks, Chris here. I'm going to do a quick vlog entry until I can get through this big project. Hopefully over the next week or two, I'm just going to do these quick vlogs. I want to talk about kind of a funny thing that happened to my RV, a very funny coincidence. Whatever your thoughts about coincidences in life are, this one ranks up there with some of the more amazing ones. I've actually had some amazing coincidences along this journey to doing this RV thing. When I first got the RV, I knew that I was going to do some renovation work on the interior, despite the fact that I have this sort of challenge to do-it-yourself stuff. And one of those was to paint the interior. The original wallpaper of the RV just cracked me up. And the big joke between me and my family and one of my sisters was that Laura Ingalls Wilder of Little House on the Prairie fame had herself decorated the interior of the RV. Like the wallpaper was this just crazy floral pattern, this brown floral pattern. And other wallpaper was just this stuff that just looked super dated, like 1800s dated. So I'll show you this picture. I'll overlay the picture of the wallpaper. It's pretty hilarious. So I knew I was going to paint the interior of the RV, and I ended up painting it, and I'll talk about the paints and stuff that I used in another video, but I ended up painting it so that the walls are a really nice white. And I had sort of planned to paint the cabinets too, because like a lot of RVs of that era, there are a lot of wood cabinets. And I ended up keeping the cabinets wood because once I got to see the walls painted white, I actually kind of liked the contrast that the original wood on the cabinets provided. So until I decide otherwise, I've made those. I actually think that in the future I might paint them black. I did a test of one cabinet door being black, and I kind of like it. The funny thing is that, so this running joke of the Laura Ingalls herself decorated the RV had been sort of this running ongoing gag. And about a month and a half ago, I had ordered a bunch of things on Amazon that I had needed, some camera equipment and some other things. So I was expecting a series of packages. And one day I got a couple of the packages, but one of them was oddball. I thought, this is not the size. And when I was looking at it, there were two labels that had gotten overlaid, and mine was on top, and there was another current shipping label that was partially obscured below it. And I opened it up. There was the complete book set of Little House on the Prairie by Laura Ingalls Wilder. and I'll show you the shipping label so you can see that this is a totally legitimate thing. I didn't make this up. And it cracked me up. That just was the funniest thing. So I got on the horn with Amazon, and Amazon actually has really good person-to-person via chat help. I've been able to return things and talk to them about some things, and it's been great. I've really liked Amazon's help system with actually talking to a human being, not a bot or anything like that. It's not back and forth by some email. It's chatting. And so I got on the horn, and I talked to the fellow, and I said, hey, there was this shipping error. Something was sent to me. And I explained it to him. I gave him the tracking info and stuff. And he says, oh, you know, that's been noted in our system, and a correct package has been sent out to the person, the woman in Illinois. He says, and I said, so should I send this back? And he says, no, just go ahead and keep it. So now I have this package of Little House on the Prairie just as a souvenir to have in my RV, which I thought was kind of hilarious. So along the way, I should say, I think in life, sometimes when you're moving along a direction or a vector and you're following through with something that you feel is something you should be doing, the universe is going to send you signals. Whatever your beliefs happen to be, that I tend to think the universe will send you signals that you're moving kind of in the right direction. And I've had some startling ones. I mean, this one with Laura Ingalls Wilder, that was just one. Last year, when I was in the process of looking for RVs and researching solar and really getting into that and really seriously considering it, I had a couple of other really incredible synchronicities, I guess you could say. I play tennis. I'm a big-time tennis player. I love tennis. And I play frequently. I haven't played as much this year, but over the past 10 years, I've played frequently with a group of people. And we would play at the same place, a high school, gigantic parking lot, modern tennis courts, very well maintained. A lot of the time, I've played there a lot, and we were there. This is probably, I don't know, 14 months or so ago. Again, right in the middle of me doing research and really heavily considering this and watching tons of videos and really making the decision that I wanted to do this. So we're playing tennis. The high school parking lot, it's huge. It really is huge. And the courts are way at the back. You have to drive way out of your way to get to the tennis courts. We're playing tennis, and all of a sudden I see a little white van driving up from the major road, and driving up to us. He drives right up to our court, right as we're playing tennis. And we happen to kind of stop playing tennis because we're in between matches. And this is a van for a company, and huge on the side of the van, it said, "Go Mobile Solar. Go Mobile Solar." And I stood there kind of dumbfounded. Looked at it. It stopped there for, I don't know, a minute or two, and then it drove off. And I thought, okay, I get the hint. About a week and a half later, we're playing tennis there again. Same big, huge, empty parking lot because it was summer, and so school was out. And another van, another type of company van drives up. And it comes about to the same position, and it's another van for another solar company with a big message on the side that says, "Get solar." And I stood there again, kind of dumbfounded. And then it drove off. In all the years that I've played tennis there, I've never had anything like that happen before. I've never had any kind of a van drive up with any kind of solar message. And within the space of about a week and a half, two drove right up to where I was with solar messages telling me to go for solar, go for mobile solar. And one of them was particularly interesting because the first one, it was a big white van, and at the time I hadn't quite decided what direction I wanted to go. I was considering getting a big white van and converting it, doing a van conversion inside. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, I just wanted to do a quick vlog entry talking about sort of that, how funny those were. And I've had a ton of smaller of these synchronicities just all along the way, dealing with this one or another. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with some footage. I may open up with it with some recent nighttime video or daytime stop motion video, slow motion video that I've been taking with my new Panasonic camera that is pretty cool. So anyway, till next time, see you later.